We are talking about Igbo living Nigeria. Chimaroke is talking about Igbo will be one day Nigeria. In Nigeria, these are the families that are constituting problem in Igbo land. We have many problems in Biafra land. Igbo man is already looking above Nigerian nation. And Igbo man is saying this, that Igbo man will be president one day. When? Igbo man was the president. It is Igbo man's administration we are. Chimaroke Namani. Yes, this administration belongs to Igbo man. It is too obvious that I don't forget history. Anything that happened in the past is gumper, magneted on my brain. Immediately enter, I don't gumper. What is Chimaroke Namani saying? Actually, depicts the people constituting problem in the southeastern Nigeria. Many families. The Chimaroke Namani himself was the former Anambra State Governor, Enugu State Governor, that wanted to buy Mbaka, Father Mbaka. He tried all he could to buy Mbaka, not allegedly. This is not an allegation. Mbaka knows it now. And God Almighty saved Mbaka by whiskers. Yes. He actually, nearly, let's use the word, nearly, which cannot kill a bird. He nearly bought Mbaka. So these are people that are constituting problem. The problem that Biafra land has today. Chimaroke Naman. See, listen. Labour Party candidate, Governor Chief Hopeful, actually won election in Enugu. I'm telling you, allegedly won election in Enugu. It was the Namanis that made it impossible. The Namani fought tooth and nail and made sure that that Labour guy was spy and was set ablaze. And what happened was, after that spy, that young man that represented Labour, the Namanis actually investigated and found out that that candidate was one of their family members. As I'm talking to you today, that Labour candidate that was killed was Namanis. That is how far Nemesis life has gone to teach us many lessons. And the guy died. Today they work tooth and nail, I mean the Namanis, to make sure that Labour did not scale through. And actually, a Labour hopeful won the election, and the Namanis scuffle it. They make sure that Labour did not win Enugu. They bring Peter Mba today. Is Peter Mba answering to the problem of that state? What is stopping Peter Mba from performing, giving Enugu state good governance, healthy, what? Dividend of democracy, as Mba people, Arochukwu people, the entire Abia states are enjoying under Alex Oti. What is stopping the Peter Mba led Enugu government from giving Enugu people very healthy governments? At least power station is in Abia state. What is stopping Charles Ngwoudomba from giving Anambra people power station? Healthy governance, as healthy as the kind of governance dispensed, given to the people by Peter Greg Obi from 2005 to 2013. What is stopping Peter Mba is the same thing, stopping Charles Soludo from delivering good governance, healthy democracy dividend to the Anambra in Anambra states. You see, let me tell you, what Chimaroke Namani has said is as a result of, let me say, vexation, indignation. The guy is very, very annoyed. Why? He contested under PDP to go to the house where they are looting Nigerian money, allegedly. See, let me tell you, he did not succeed. He failed. Labour Party won. Yes, Labour Party beat him hands down. Because why? He bites Labour Party. He beat Labour Party. I mean biting as in beat. And the Labour Party could not excel on gubernatorial election in Enugu State. He fielded another candidate and made sure that he acquired the Labour Party hopeful, who would have at least come out, victorious. And today, if the Labour Party chose another person, but that person could not go. And today, yes, I actually won. He won the election. So let me tell you, now, he is talking from the angle of vexation and indignation, because Labour Party was the one that stopped Namani from excelling. Namani could not, Chimaroke could not go to house today. to the house because of Labour Party. And now is trying to attack Labour Party, that Labour, Obi can never rule Nigeria, but Igbo man will rule Nigeria one day. We will leave them. The whole political classes in Igbo land, those people that are benefiting from all these fallible, bad administrations in Nigeria, we are going to leave them when Biafra go. If Biafra become a nation, they will be on their own. We make sure actually that what they said in the past, what they are saying now, we are going to on television for them. They will follow through what they are saying. So that's why they should all remain in Nigeria while we are going. I don't see anybody making sense that is telling me that Igbo man will rule Nigeria one day, when automatically we are under Igbo man's administration. Seeing another person mounting on Igbo man's head, ruling Nigeria. Is Chimaroke Namani blind? He's not blind. It's because of what he could eat. Yes, his personal interest. They want Nigeria to remain potopoto, like potopoto in life. Nigeria is not moving forward. Nigeria is heap of dungeon. Dung hill. You know real about dung hill in the Bible? Dung hill. Yes, where they are heaping cheats. That is what Nigeria is. They will go to London, they will enjoy the benefit of modern amenities, first-class infrastructural facilities in China, in America, in London. Immediately they board plane way back to Nigeria. On getting to MMA, they turn to what? Dangerous monsters. They started spitting on fellow Nigerians, on their heads. After enjoying the world-class, first-class facilities in London, this group of dangerous politicians will turn their back on Nigerians, labeling all of us cheats, less privilege, low levels. Continue with their lawlessness. See, let me tell you, because he knows that if Obi become president of Nigeria, Okpoluru Hanamu, Ochile Hanamu, Yocha Hamu, all those Nigerian politics, Ona Yocha Hamu, Koyo Chaputa Ego Valili. No, no man, because Obi make the president or boss, or war boss, and Oya boss, or Bluchi Maroke Naman, or boss, Buchi Maroke. That's why he said that. Who is more dangerous, a politician, than Namane? Chimaroke in Igbo land. I've never seen it. Chimaroke Naman, the most dangerous politician we have in Enugu. Go and do your research. Very, very dangerous. Oga, if you profile this guy, all his deed, all his political secrets, operations, activities, you will actually know that he has no equal in the southeastern Nigeria. This one that Uzodinma, Hope Uzodinma is doing is just small thing. Eh? Because Hope Uzodinma own is just like how grass cutter is used to hide from people, his enemy. Grass cutter, if dip his head inside grasses, provided he's not seeing you, he will feel that he has hidden away from you. Not knowing that he has exposed the entire back, the whole waist, to be what? Smashed or cut with machetes. That is Hope Uzodinma. But Chimaroke Naman is, oh my God, dangerous, perilous activities, political activities. You could never find out. You can never even investigate it. The man is a serial political danger man. You can't expose him. You can't get him. So what I'm trying to say is that his avoiding Obi's presidency has to do with all his, illegal financial transactions that went on in the past when he was a senator, when he was Enugu State governor. Okay, thank you very much. God bless you.
Igbo interest, because we don't want a situation where we are going to have a normal president of Igbo extraction that's going to behave like Yorubas and Hausa who have been in the presidency for a very long time. Yes, behave like they don't know. Don't you see the way they are behaving? They're not fixing anything. Nothing is working in the country. They want to behave as if they do not know that Nigeria is in their need of leadership. Nigeria needs to be transformed. Nigeria is in a hurry to get to a position where some countries are moving beyond expectation and traveling to the space, doing exploits, going into different forms of innovation, AIT, exploiting, creating. Nigeria cannot be able to provide a leadership for ordinary food on the streets. So you are talking about an Igbo man who want to come and behave the way Yorubas and the Northerners are behaving in the presidency.
So they can trust Soludo, they can trust Umahi.
We cannot. Soludo has not been able to give us credibility in Anambra State currently now. Then that gives me the doubt. I begin to wonder how he was able to become one of the best CBN governors in the history. There must be something behind it. Maybe I begin to sense that the likes of Obi, them and some other powerful international acclaimed financial experts, are behind Soludo's success in CBN. But currently now in Anambra State, Soludo is a complete disappointment. I do not see anything transformation in him. I do not see anything where he said, Yanadu wanted to make him governor in those days. Is that what the kind of leadership we are expecting in Anambra State under Soludo? A renowned. That means there must be something else that we are not seeing about what transpired in CBN as at that time. But I can tell you that Soludo as governor of Anambra State is a disappointment completely now. So if such people begin to come and talk about it's not going to be Peter Obi, the former Enugu governor is not saying he's not going to Peter Obi, then they want to behave like Hausas and Yorubas who are in the presidency without showing anything concrete they achieved or about to achieve, or even policy direction. We need somebody that can come in and do something that Nigerians set a legacy of leadership. So that they will not come and say, Shebi say Igbo president go do well at the end of the day. See him now. It's even worse than Tinubu. It's even worse than Buhari. It's even worse than Jonathan. It's even worse than Obasanjo. We don't want that. So we must vote, look for competence, not religion, faith-based or friendly or interest or share money, crude oil. Shame. There are countries that don't even have crude oil, they are surviving. Who tells you that Igbo man needs crude oil to survive? Should be Yorubas and Hausa, they don't carry the crude oil for how many years now? What have they been able to do with it? Nothing. So we don't need such people. We need a man with a heart, know how to transform what is inside his brain to leadership. Not these people, when they come now, they say, Igbo man not become president. What did they achieve? Zero. That is a very, very devastating thing for the former governor of Enugu State to say that. Currently now, I can tell you, currently now, Obi is powers above anybody politically in terms of competence, in terms of integrity, in terms of leadership, in terms of sagacity, in terms of aura, in terms of spread, in terms of exposure, in terms of all ramification. Obi towers above any politician, including Odds or Kalu, who are all those ones, they will still behave like Yoruba and Hausa at the end of the day. So we don't need that.
It seems there's some interest in Southwest, don't like Obi.
They always love Obi. The thing is that
interest.
Yes, there's no who will be. Are they not singing Obi now? Didn't you see what Kwankwaso is saying now? But you know the comportment, and the corporate Obi is different from the leadership Obi. Obi is dynamic. Obi as a name, as a person, as a personality is dynamic. Obi has become an icon because you cannot be able to say you have exploited the Obidism in Obi. He cannot. Because the more you dig in, the more you see other aspects that you need to get it. It was just now that Kwankwaso, who claimed to be everything as at that time, don't discover that Obi has something deep than he has. But the North would always want to struggle over inferiority complex when it comes to the Igbo. They will struggle with it always. They will see it happen. But do you know that Peter Obi never uttered a word against Kwankwaso all this while? Because he knows that when the chiefs are down, the men go show. That's why, to an extent, I want Atiku Abubakar to, a kind of get into the fold of statesmanship and begin to look at things properly the way it should be. Yes, he has an ego sky. Atiku Abubakar has an ego eye. He knows how to, identify or go for, stars and talent. I can tell you that most of the people that transformed Obasanjo's administration were politically appointed or discovered by Atiku Abubakar himself. He had that exposure, he had that connection. So when he brought Obi to the fold, Obi's character, Obi's antecedents, Obi's integrity has already made a way for him.
But the Southwest don't trust Obi.
There's nobody that does not trust Obi in Southwest. The people that does not trust Obi are Arab Yorubas, and they have been conquered. I can tell you that. The Arab influence, the northernization political structure that introduced feudalism in the Southwest has already been conquered. One of them, you are going to see how it's going to play out, from any moment from now, because the fear of the North, of trying to give power to the South, I think they can be a bit uncomfortable now, because it has created more 200 million times poverty in the North than even previous administrations. The North are going into extinction. That's what they say. They say they are heading towards extinction. Only Igbo man can save their lives, can rescue them. That's what they are saying. They put it down very clearly. So the northern political dialogue, or elders, or whatever they are calling to them, they are going to form as of today, that make up of former generals, former president, senators, and of the northern extraction are going to sit down in one place and begin to look at things they are. Have already stood up and adopted their cap ahead of 2027 for Peter Obi. To the extent, a few days ago, there was massive crowd calling, probably not calling for the restoration, calling for Obi to be made candidate, presidential candidate ahead of 2027. Why? Competence have shown, reality have shown. The man himself has decided to build on the obedient movement victory story, even though it was acclaimed that Obi actually won that election. You understand? But they felt that it should be denied Igbo man. And that's what happened in 2027. Not that if Obi did not win that election. The same people felt that denied them, and it happened. But the more they continue to push toward that direction, the more they continue to breed reservations against Nigeria. The more they continue to demarcate Nigeria, the more they continue to fragment, the more they continue to make Nigeria look fragile. Not because of what you're going to make. You have been stealing from these resources for many years and nobody ever complained. So I believe a time will come when Ohaneze Ndibo, leadership will be able to, cut all these people leg, so that they will stop disturbing the psychological consciousness of trying to build from where Igbos have always built from.
A better candidate aside Obi in Igbo land.
If you're going to go from the way the politics is being played in Nigeria, it will be very difficult. I'm not saying they are not there. We have billions of them in there. But Obi has been tested and has not been trusted. Let us trust him.
Umahi, the likes of Umahi.
Umahi is a write-off completely. We don't need somebody like Umahi. Bro, you don't understand what I'm saying. We don't want a president of Igbo extraction that will come and behave like Hausas and Yorubas in Aso Rock. You don't understand what I'm saying? We don't want that. If they tell Tinubu now that his image has been damaged, you say it is not correct. They are even regretting why they made him president. We don't want that in Igbo. That will take us 200 and 400 years backward. Because they say, they say they be this and they be this. They even tell us, say their business, what would they do? Say, now stealing, will they steal them? So we don't need, we need to be, let me tell you, if you look at the American policy currently now, it's not about what Americans can do. It's what Americans can do speedily. What can Igbos do now? Speedily. This is a speed AI. So you want to come and bring all this Umahi, all this old that has already been corrupted by the Fulani Northernization right inside their brain to come and be sitting down, be behaving like Yorubas and Hausas in Asuro. We don't need that.
Are you saying we need an Igbo president?
Bros, we need somebody that the likes of that have it in their brain. You can see what happened in Singapore, where a man, if I can eye you or to eye your word, if I can remember the man that was from Singapore, he denied. He was Obi no they give money, Obi no they go share. The man denied himself. He was totally selfless. And look at Singapore today. Nigeria has been in existence before Dubai. Nigeria, China, the entire southern region, eastern region at that time, were in the same path with China. Look at it now. Where are we now? So we want to bring Umahi, bring all this Okalo, bring all this Ababio them that have already been northernized by fanaticism and lopsided and are still in corruption. To come and be say, we don't give Igbo president. Bro, we don't need such people. Namani, respect yourself, and organizations should respect themselves. That the Igbo nation image is at stake at this point in time. It's already at stake. We need.
I'm even surprised about Soludo, a professor. There's nothing you can point that he did in Anambra.
That's what I'm telling you. That it calls for, it calls for retrospection. It calls for, background check. When he was governor of CBN, to be able to look at, Soludo the second time, because it's a total disappointment in leadership. Because I knew then he was bragging how the lecturer made him governor. He dashed it to somebody else, and then this and that. Look at it. But look at Obi's antecedents. Look at Obi when he was governor in Anambra State. Yes, the only problem we had, challenges we had as at that time was his face off with Masop and the rest of them. But in terms of how he's able to put leadership to the people of Anambra, I think to an extent, so many things he did that Anambra is still tapping on till today. That's what we call legacy. That's what we call leadership. That is what we call integrity. That is what we call vision, mission. And still, he did not build a house. He did not steal government money. Nobody. Obi is the only person in Nigeria, his name is not in EFCC. Umahi, EFCC. Ojokalo, EFCC. Former governor, all of them EFCC everywhere. Except Obi. So what is the same man that his name is in EFCC, like Tinubu? When he was governor of Lagos State, his name was inside EFCC. But today, look at it now. I told you that somebody that is carrying injustice cannot give justice. You remember when I was saying it there? You are wearing Obi shoe in Asu Rock. I wear them now. But I say it don't fit you now. Wear them. That is just the plain truth. So we must understand that.
Okay.
God bless you.